Hello children, welcome to Art and Craft segment. I am Michael Gift. Today I'll be taking you on bead making. Yeah, I know you'll be wondering what is on my table. Yes, I have here different type of bead with different color. That makes my table more beautiful. Do you know that in different parts of African country make use of beads, especially in Nigeria? We make use of beads in different occasions like wedding, birthday party, naming ceremony, church services, and also you can also make use of beads in your cultural day in school. Yes, that sounds so wow. Yes, you can do that. Okay, on my table here, I have different type of bead. Like I said earlier, we have here bag, we have necklace, purse, we have the casual bead for traditional wedding, and also most people that make use of bead in our country, that is Nigeria, they are the Edos, the Yorubas, then some parts in Hausa make use of it, and also the Ebonyi, the Igbos, they make use of bead because it adds beauty in their dressing. You can see me, look at beads on my neck, it adds beauty to my neck. I also make you look more mature. Today I'll be showing you on how to make a simple and bead. Simple and bead. Yes, so moving to that, I have material needed for bead making. I have here my fishing line, 0.30, and I have 0.35, also 0.20, 0.25. Also, we have here different material, which is very, very important. Before you can become a good beader, you need this. I have here my favorite cutter, and I have here round nose for earring making, and also my plier. Here I have my elastic. For you to achieve this, you need this. Very, very important, because you can't work with fishing line to achieve your hand bead. You only make use of elastic. So quick one, let's go. I have here different size of bead. This is size 6, and I have size 3, which is the sand bead, and I have size 8, which I'll be working with now. That is the crystal bead. You can see it's shiny, the crystal bead. So I've already cut my fishing line. You need to strand your bead from your left and your right. Mind you, while working with bead, you are also working with your brain, because you need to focus. Also, to be a very good beader, you need to deal with your colors. You need to learn how to blend your primary color and your secondary color together in order for you to get what you really want. Children, did you know that your old slippers at home, your old shoes at home, you can also renew it by making use of bead. You can also use bead to renew it. Also, all your old bags at home, when your mommy wants to trade it, you tell mommy, no, I want to make use of it. Mommy will ask, what do you want to use it for? Mommy, I want to renew it by making use of bead. So you can use bead to renew your bag, so you don't trash old things away. Like you can see, I'm stranding it. So I want to do this for a baby. Yes. So you have baby at home. You can just do this small because of the size of the baby. So children, you need to learn how to be creative. In bead making, you don't just use bead because people ask you to use bead, but you need to be creative. So after stranding everything like this, like I told you, I'm making this for a baby, for a child. So you have to tie it. Tie it like, maybe like 5 times or like 6 times, so that it won't cut. So you have to tie it, Then after tying maybe 5 times like that. So what next? The next step is what? Can see what I have here. Can see what I have for a baby. Don't forget it's elastic, so it will expand. That is why I said you have to do it small. You tie it. After tying, you make use of this. No, I told you earlier it's my favorite tools because it's very, very useful. You can't do with all these things without this. You can't do without this, so you have to make use of this. So after then, you cut it. This is cutter. You have to cut it like this. You cut it this way. Don't let it be too close to where you just tie. So you cut it like this. So now you can see this is the small one and this is. Can you see, children? Look at what I have here. I have the small one and the big one. This is the final part of it. Can you see it? So you can give this to your sister as a gift. You can wrap it for your friend as a gift. Also, you can also use this to church. You can use it on your own cultural day in school. You can see my hand. When you put on your iro and buba, you can also use this. So you can wrap it. You can give it to anybody you wish to give it to. So join me in my next session where I'll be taking you on a whole lot of bead making, different designs and different things you can use bead for. So join me in the next section. I remain Michael Gift. Bye.
Hello to everyone seated to listen to Mrs. G today. So, you are most welcome to today's story time with Mrs. G. Yay! Now, that was very beautiful. Thank you also. And then to our viewers out there, welcome to today's episode on a very interesting time with Mrs. G. We will be listening to another interesting story. You know, our stories are always interesting, right, friends? Yes. Okay, and I hope you enjoyed the previous episode, right? Did you? Yes. Okay, today we're going to be listening to another interesting one titled The Magic Pot. Everybody say it. The Magic Pot. Have you seen a pot before? Yes. Do you have pots in your houses? Yes. Now, what do we do with pots? We use them to cook. We use them to cook. Now, that's beautiful. It means you always cook in the kitchen with your parents, right? Yes. Thumbs up, guys. All right. So don't forget the topic is the magic pot. Now, my story begins. Once upon a time, there lived a girl, a very good girl in that matter. She was living with her grandma. Yes, because she lost her mom when she was very young. So her grandma picked her up and decided to train her and teach her good morals. So everyone in the village loved this girl because she had good behavior. Wow, something happened. One beautiful morning when she dashed out to the stream to fetch water, as she went with her water pot, while she was busy fetching water, she saw an old woman. She saw what? An old woman. The woman was drowning in the river. Ah, do you know what it means to drown in the river? Yes. When someone is drowning and nobody goes to help the person, what's going to happen? The person will die. And the woman was drowning. No, can you pretend to drown everybody? Stop! Drown! And nobody could see her drowning. But this good girl spotted the old woman. And then she rushed to the woman. And she saved the old woman. And when she brought the old woman out, she was just helping her, pressing her. And then the lady brought her all the water in her stomach. And when she got herself, she looked at the young girl. And she said, "Thank you, my daughter. God bless you for saving my soul. If you hadn't saved me, I would have drowned." And the girl said, "Not to worry, Grandma, not to worry. Are you okay? Can I take you to your house?" And the woman said, "Don't worry. I am going to pay you for this kindness you have shown to me." And do you know what the woman did? She just looked behind her and she brought out a beautiful big pot. Guess what, friends? That was a magic pot. Yes, a magic pot. Are you not surprised to hear the word magic? Yes. Yeah, where will you get a magic pot? Do you have a magic pot in your house? All right, so the old woman brought her a magic pot and she gave to the girl, because you saved me from drowning. Please take this magic pot. Whatever you want this pot to cook for you, tell it what to do. And I'm going to give you 2 codes, 2 things you will say to the pot. Whenever you want the pot to cook for you, you tell the pot, cook, magic pot, cook. Cook, magic pot, cook. Can we sing for the pot? Let's go. Cook, magic pot, cook. Cook, magic pot, cook. And then the pot will start cooking. And then you have food to eat. Whenever you want the pot to stop cooking, you will tell the pot, stop, magic pot, stop. Stop, magic pot. Can I say you're doing it very well?
Stop, magic pot. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop, magic pot. Stop.
And the girl told the woman, thank you very much. I love this. Thank you. And the woman waved bye to the girl. And the girl took the magic pot to her grandma. Grandma, this was what happened when I went to the river to fetch water. Her grandma was very excited. We will no longer buy gas in this house to cook food again. And then the grandma was ready to cook a tasty porridge. Wow. How many of you like porridge? I like porridge. Yum, 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 yum. Do you like porridge?
Yes.
Now let's go. I like porridge.
Yum,
I
yum,
like
yum.
porridge. Yum, 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 yum. Let's go. I like porridge. I like porridge. Yum, 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 yum. And the girl was ready to do some yum, yum when the porridge gets ready. And then she came. Grandma, don't worry. She looked at the pot and she started singing. Cook, magic pot, cook. Cook, magic pot. I thought you were going to do that clapping. Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Cook, magic pot, cook. Cook, magic pot. And then the pot started cooking. And before you know, boom, the porridge was ready. Another day again. Grandma said, this is good. This is good. This is good. Okay, you go get me something out there. Tell the magic pot to cook the porridge. And then they started again. Cook, magic pot, cook, cook, magic pot, cook. And the porridge started boiling. But remember, the grandma sent the girl to get something. And grandma never knew the passcode to make the magic pot stop cooking. Do you know what this meant? The porridge pot started boiling, and bringing out lots of porridge, boiled. And the girl was not coming back. She was nowhere to be found. And the pot kept on boiling. The porridge started pouring out from the pot. Whoop. It poured and poured and poured and poured and filled the whole village. Yes. The village was covered with porridge. And guess what? Everybody who had nothing to eat rushed to the good girl's house. And they were packing porridge and eating. Someone saw the girl and said, do you know what's happening? The magic pot is pouring out porridge on the villagers. And then she rushed home. When she got home, the whole city was already covered with what? Porridge! And then she remembered the code. What is the code again to make the porridge stop cooking?
Stop, magic pot. Stop, stop, magic pot.
Let's sing it. Stop, magic pot. Stop, stop, magic pot.
Stop.
And the magic pot stops cooking. And guess what? By then, the whole city was covered with porridge. But the good thing about that was that everyone had what to eat. So at that point, the villagers thanked the good girl for saving them from hunger. And everybody at some point in time, when it's morning, afternoon, and evening, we always walk up to the good girl's home expecting more porridge. That was a funny story, right?
Yes.
Have you ever thought of imagining a world covered with porridge?
No.
Or maybe we should just imagine a world where we're going to have something like magic pot cooking a fried rice for you to eat. Yes. Okay, how about frying chicken?
Yes.
How about having salad?
Oh, yes.
You don't like salad?
Salad.
Beautiful. So this girl became the savior of that community because of the magic pot she got from the old woman. If she was a bad child, would she have gotten a magic pot? No. So it means that you have 1 or 2 lessons you've learned from today's story. Yes. Did you learn anything?
Yes.
Can I hear you? What did you learn from today's story? She said we should be kind. There are some people who are mean. They are not kind to people. Thank you very much. Yes, what did you learn? It is good to use your manners. Amazing. Does anyone have more lessons? Yes. What did you learn?
I learned that you must never be bad.
You should not be bad. Awesome, boy. Yeah.
It's good to help people.
It's good to help people. Yeah, you have something to say?
When people help you, help them back.
When people help you, help them back. In today's story, who helped and who got help back? Yeah?
The good girl.
The good girl helped and got help from the old woman. That's beautiful. And I know that our viewers out there have also learned lots of lessons from today's story. Can we sing a cook, magic pot, cook? Let's go. Cook, magic pot, cook, magic pot. How about when you want to stop the magic pot from cooking? Let's go. Stop, magic pot, stop, magic pot, stop. Now, thank you very much, my beautiful friends. With this, we have come to the end of today's story time with Mrs. G. Our next episode will be very, very interesting. So don't touch the dial on the same date. I hope to see you next time with fun time and story time with Mrs. G. What do you have to say to them, friends? Bye-bye.
Hello children, welcome to today's episode on Creative Minds, and welcome to the segment where we'll be learning how to make different tasty, delicious and nutritious food. So today we'll be learning how to make a basic coleslaw. And remember, on our last episode we learned how to make a plum milkshake. That is using plum, watermelon, milk and our ice cube, blending them together. And remember, I said you shake, you blend, you shake, you blend. So today we'll be learning how to make a basic coleslaw. So in making this, we'll be needing our carrots, our cucumber, our cabbage and mayonnaise. So the first thing to do when dealing with vegetables, you wash them thoroughly, you rinse them. So watch me. And my carrots and I would rinse my chopping board with the knife. So we are going on to dicing our carrots. So we'll be dicing it. Then remember children, you make sure you do this with an adult supervision, because remember, sharp objects are risky. So we are dicing our carrots. We make circles first, the round shape. So now we can still see some black spots on the cabbage. We just use our knife to slice those parts off. We slice them away. We slice them out and they are good to go. And we are slicing them out. So the last vegetable ingredient we are making use of is our cucumber. So I'm going to take a bit slice of it Then I am peeling the back off. It gives us an extra juicy taste of it. Some people slice it with the back on it, but I prefer to shred it away because it gives us a juicy taste of the cucumber. This is also edible, so it can also be eaten. It's not a waste, or it can also be blended as a smoothie or a milkshake. So I'm cutting the head away. So I'm going to make tiny cubes. So the cucumber is looking beautiful. That's how I love it, without the green. So I'm making tiny cubes. Like I said earlier, some people love them shredded. Their cabbage, their carrots shredded, and their cucumbers sliced with the back. But I prefer mine to be chopped, diced, so that I can have a chewy bite of it. So now we are going to mix it with our mayonnaise. This is the most interesting part. So now I'm going to pour it into a bowl. I'm going to pour it into a bowl. So now it's time to add our cream. You can make use of mayonnaise or salad cream by mixing your coleslaw. And every child I have come across always love their coleslaw creamy. So which means we are going to add extra cream to it. So you can get this at any supermarket, any store. Tada, it's opened. So we are going to make it extra creamy. Lots and lots of cream. Lots and lots of cream. Then we mix. Then while mixing, we are picking from the bottom to the top. Then we mix. Bottom to the top. Then we mix. Bottom to the top. Then we mix. Then why is coleslaw, this basic coleslaw, so healthy and important as in our diet as children? Is because it aids digestion, it avoids constipation, it detoxifies our body, which means there is no time where we would say we are purging, we are having stomach ache, or we've overeaten, and this will also fill us up. Taking this as breakfast is going to keep you on your toe. You are going to be so healthy. And our parents can also have this and it can be eaten as a side dish. So our coleslaw is ready. It's yummy, it's looking creamy, it's looking wonderful. So this is it. Thank you for watching us. Make sure to join us on our next episode. Bye.